Did you know that in World War II, we may have had a very different outcome if it wasn't for Australian Aboriginal knowledge?
It so happened that during the Second World War, the Allies became desperately short of the drugs which were needed to cope with seasickness and air sicknesses in the armed forces. It was suddenly remembered that this unknown Aboriginal drug might serve the purpose. Large supplies of it were collected, airmailed to Europe, and on the eve of the invasion of Europe in 1944, these drugs were issued to troops and to airmen. And so it was that the greatest armada in the history of warfare, setting out for what really was a turning point in history, depended on this strange Aboriginal drug, a drug discovered by forgotten men and women of ancient Australia.
And so there was a massive top secret campaign to airlift tons of this plant medicine overseas, where they pressed it into pills and gave it to every single soldier that crossed the Normandy Channel or flew on that day. And most of them didn't end up having seasickness. And so it wasn't until the discovery of this Aboriginal medicine, which they kept top secret for obvious reasons. You don't want the enemies either in with Hitler or in Asia, the Pacific, to know about a seasickness medicine. It's a massive asset, obviously, in terms of military operations. So story was never really shared. And that was something that I discovered when I was doing my PhD research many years ago now. And after the war, it kind of remained secret for other reasons. It became commercially valuable, and it ended up being one of the world's main uses for eye surgery medicine. And it became a massive multi-million-dollar export out of Queensland, Australia, well into the 70s. And ironically, the patent for the medicine was purchased by Germany in the end.